What's up, everybody? I just want to take a minute to do a little review on my new to me 2000 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra. Man, these things are like unicorns here now. I'm gonna take a minute to tell you some of the things I love about the car, some of the things I don't like about the car. But as you know, there ain't much to not like about this car, but there's a few things. So I'm gonna take it for a drive and go over a couple things. But these things are beautiful. Everybody knows now the market for these things are ridiculous, but it's a piece of history. This one here, it's a 2014 Redfire with 14,000 miles, bone stock. Absolutely nothing done to it. First off, one thing I don't like about it, I want to talk about is this back fitment. I mean, they could have just done something a little bit better with this back fitment, this back wheel fitment. Way too much gap. I mean, the front is good from the factory. Like, I mean, it's great looking, but the back, I don't know. I just feel like Ford could have did a little something better with that. But it's okay. Other than that, I mean, I think the outside of the car, I mean, there's not much to say about it. I love it. But let's take it for a ride and see how it feels on the street and go from there. All right, guys, so we're in here. First thing I want to start by saying is there's a few things on the inside that I don't like about the car. First off is they are small cars. I mean, they're just small. I mean, I'm 6 foot, just a fraction over 6 foot, and to be honest with you, this seat could go back. It's all the way pushed back. I could use it back another 2 inches, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm jammed on the steering wheel. But I mean, it is what it is. I got it as far back as I can possibly go. That's one thing that I kind of wish. I get it, they're trying to save a little bit of room for people in the back, but let's be honest, not too many people's gonna be in the back. But like I said, like, other than that, I mean, it feels good. I mean, the seats are comfortable, they are comfortable, but I just wish I could put them back a little bit more. Not a ton, I mean, just a little bit. I think that would make it a lot better. Take it for a little ride. I just picked it up a week ago. I have put maybe 200 miles on it since I picked it up. Another thing that comes from the factory that is annoying to me is this shift light. It has a shift light that tells you when to shift for fuel mileage, to get you the best fuel mileage. I think it's ridiculous. The second I shift it into second, the shift light's already on. I shift it into third, the shift light's already on. The shift light's stupid, but it is what it is. When most people when they get it tuned and all that, they just bypass that. That way it doesn't even show up anymore. That's what I will be doing. In about a month, I am getting it tuned. I'm getting a smaller pulley. I'm getting exhaust, intake. I'm also going to lower it 1.5 inches in the back, then 1 inch in the front. Like I said, as of right now, this car is bone stock. For you guys that are thinking about going out and buying one of these, if you can save up enough money, of course. Give you guys an idea what I think about the car being completely stock. One thing I have noticed, it's a little noisy shifting. Some clunks, just some odd noises. I mean, you can shift it as easy as you want. It's just noisy. I mean, not like ridiculous, but it does make some noises. Drives great. I mean, it's smooth. I mean, the steering's tight. I mean, for 2004, they really took a lot of time on these cars, and I mean, they knocked them out of the park, in my opinion. They really did. And the amount of power these things have from the factory bone stock is ridiculous. It really is. I mean, it's power all the way through. No matter where you get on this car, I mean, it's power, which is what these superchargers are known for. Like I said, everything is just, I mean, even the interior and stuff, I mean, just there's just some things that are noisy about the inside. And a little bit of road noise. But I mean, it's from a factory car back in 2004. It's honestly impressive. It really is. It's extremely impressive. I barely existed in 2004, so I didn't really know anything about it. But I can tell you now, if this thing came out right now, if this thing came out, I don't know if you guys hear that, but just like I just got back on the throttle, and it's just noisy. There's a lot of like, but if this car came out right now, I would be impressed. That's the kind of power. It's just torquey, constant power wherever you're at. I mean, I'm in 6th gear right now, and if I got it on it, you're gonna feel the torque. I mean, that's just how it is. One thing I did notice about this car is yesterday I was driving at 95 degrees outside. When this thing got hot, got warm, you could dramatically tell the difference in power. When this thing gets heat soaked, it's very noticeable. Just like on that little pool right there, right now it's cool outside. It's like 65 degrees, and I mean, it's a different car. But other than that, the steering's very tight in it. We'll do one more pull here. Another thing I can say about this car is if you take the traction control off and you really try to put some power to it, you gotta be careful, because I mean, it'll swing the back around, that's for sure. Alright guys, just to give you a little idea of what I think about the car, like I said, it's completely stock. I do plan on doing some things to it, some performance modifications here in the next month. But yeah, it's a solid car. Any of you guys thinking, I mean, I understand you could buy these cars 5 to 7 years ago for 20, 25 at the high end. Now these things are going 35, 40, 45 for the right car. I mean, I've always wanted one. I mean, I think any Mustang guy wants one of these at some point. If you haven't already owned one, you want to. It's a dream car for a lot of people. For me, it's a dream car. I finally got the chance to get one, and I have big plans for it. I plan on keeping it for a while. I mean, 14,000 miles, super clean. I just don't think you can go wrong with it. But like I said, for you guys that are thinking on the edge because of the pricing of them, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think they're going to go down. I mean, and if they do, it's not going to be much. But it's one of them things, if you want it, you got to just bite the bullet and do it. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you guys are thinking about buying one, and hopefully I can, hopefully I did give you guys some tips and some better understandings of how the car drives and how it feels. Overall, I'm very impressed with it. Like I said, for 2004, this thing is impressive. It really is. But thanks for watching, guys.